Welcome back to the Washington Nationals MLB 26 franchise. We are sitting here in the middle of August, and we have a problem, Houston. Even though we're in Washington, D.C., the Nationals are 65 and 67, 15 games back in the National League East, and we are also further out on the wild card than we want to be, 3 games back. Let's go back monthly and see where this situation all began. We were 2-4 in March, and then we went 15-12 in April, 16-11 in May, 14-12 in June, which gave us a 47-39 record. And then we hit July, and we went 12-15 in July, and then 6-13 so far in August. And since the All-Star break, since right here, we are actually 12-23. Came out of the break and just hit the skids. And I know we've been playing the Dodgers and the Mariners and the Phillies and the Braves. We've got some tough games, and but we haven't even done well against bad teams like the Marlins and the Giants. So we find ourselves sitting right here on the 24th of August, struggling for our playoff lives. And there is a major reason why that is. I want to go into the statistics for the team ranks, and we're going to go all the way up to pitching and show you that it is not our pitching problem. We get up here, ERA. We have the 4th best ERA. We also have, we're down here at tied for 11th in saves. It's allowed, we are 6th. Runs allowed, we are 5th. Earned runs, we are 3rd. Home runs, we're 1st as far as fewest home runs allowed. Biggest problem is we are down here in 25th on walks, and we are also next to last in strikeouts. So that's where the problem lies on the pitching side. On the hitting side, we are 20th in batting average. We are 21st in runs scored. We are 23rd in hits. We are 22nd in doubles. Thanks to Dalen Lyle, we have a lot of triples. Home runs, we are down here in 20th place. Walks, we are 26th. One of the good things there, we don't strike out a lot, so we're only 4th in strikeouts. We're good there, but slugging percentage, we are 16th. On base percentage, we are 25th. And total bases, we are 19th. So our offense is not carrying the load, especially since the All-Star break. So that's where we're going to get in here and see if we can get things turned around, especially with these 3 games against Colorado. And then we go to Arizona. Actually, Arizona comes here. Then we go to Philadelphia, the Mets. Come back for this. We don't have a lot of home games left. And we're going to get into the September call-ups right here. Cade Cavalli will be coming back up. He will be either pitching in the rotation or as a long reliever. Anyway, that's where it is. We've got a lot of work to do, not a lot of time to do it. And we got to get our offense turned around quick. I've already made some changes to the lineup, which resulted in us winning 4 out of 6 on this road trip. So hopefully that'll keep going forward. So let's hop into this gameplay. We're going to have a lot of custom game entry situations here. And we're just going to do critical situations as far as we can go and maybe jump in once in a while with player lock on a particular player. But I want to see how we do in the sim and see if we can bail ourselves out of this trouble. All right, let's hop into this first game against the Rockies. I lowered the entry level for situations, so hopefully we'll get more of those. Game 1, Andrew Alvarez against Johan Oviedo. And there we are. Tie game in the 8th inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Michael Kopech on the mound. Let's hop in and pitch and try and get out of this jam. All right, he's already thrown 23 pitches. He's not tired, so let's attack Noel with a cutter first. Ooh, didn't get the call. He's already hit a home run tonight. Looks like he might have hit a grand slam. Now even at 1. Here's the pitch. And missed my location, and that's going to give up a run. They're going to send him home. Let's see if we can get him at the plate. And, oh man, that was a terrible call. Oh, we're going to the pen. Let's bring in the lefty, Jalen Beeks. Trying to hold this down to 2 runs down now. Hunter Goodman stepping in 0 for 3 on the day. Terrible batting average. All right, we got him down 1-2. See if we can punch him out with a high fastball here. Hop up. I'll take that. Runners don't move. And that's the second out. Then I'll bring in Tovar, the shortstop. He's 2 for 3 with a home run. 1-1 fastball up and in. And it's going to go curve, 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 curve. Just foul. Wow. 3 feet. All right, let's try and locate this fastball a little better this time. There we go. Struck him out. But we gave up 2 runs. Kopech failed. I failed. Now we're down 2 going to the bottom of the 8th. And in the bottom of the 8th, we got 2 on, 2 out. Dylan Cruz at the plate. Base hit will tie this game. Cruz 0 for 3. Strikeout in this game. His average down to 258. It was up near 300 most of the year. Count even at 2. Looking for a pitch to drive somewhere. There's a pitch. And low. Ball 3. Jacob Young on deck. Full count. 2 out. Here's a pitch. There's a high fly ball into right field. I don't think that's going to make it. And nope, caught in front of the warning track. And we drop game 1, 7-5. Mahoney the win. Kopech the loss. Nunez with the save. That was a game we should have won. Got to do better the rest of this series. Check the box score real quick. Noel with 6 RBIs. Yeah, he had a grand slam in that 2-run single. Oviedo got to him. Bullpen did their job. Our side, 2 hits for Garcia, Young, Ruiz. Ruiz with a home run. Alvarez didn't pitch well. And then, I gave up the 2 runs with Kopech. All right, game 2, Michael Wacha, Justin Robleski. And we win 9-3. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Bunch of guys with multiple hits. Home runs by Cruz, Chaparro, and Garcia. Cruz gets his 30th stolen base. Wacha, probably his best start with the team. And back to 2 games. Under 500 now. Game 3, Mitchell Parker, Chase Dolander. Kopech up again with the bases loaded and 2 out. If he's throwing a lot of pitches, I'm going to take him out of this game. Let's hop in and see what the situation is. Now, Tovar up now, 1 for 3 with a double, 3 for 11 in the series. 1-0 pitch. He swings, misses the slider that was down at the shins. All right, 1-1 count. Let's go high fastball up and in. Backed him off the plate. All right, full count. 2 outs, bases loaded. Runners are going to be off with the pitch. Try and get him on this high fastball. And it's a high fly ball to left. Lyle race back, and he'll have that. And we avoided giving up runs this time. There we go. Now we get another one. Top of the 9th. 1 on, 1 out. Tying run at first. Fairbanks against Noel. Let's try and close this game out. Noel 1 for 3. The home run again. He's torched us. 2-0 count. Let's go slider down and away. And runner goes, and he's in. Try and get Noel out. He's the most important guy right now. And there's a shot into left, and it's going to drop. And he had to wait to see if I could catch it, so he's not going to score. So we still have a chance to get out of this mess. Fielding this game is way more difficult this year. I'll bring in Goodman. He's 1 for 3 with a double. So last game's got a bad batting average. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. And he goes down to second on the wild pitch. So base hit's going to give him the lead now, probably. All right, we got Goodman down on count 1-2, looking for the strikeout. I'm going to bust him up and in. And he takes strike 3. There we go. Now he can get out of this jam just with any kind of out. I'll bring in Tovar. 2 on, 2 out. Strike at the knees. See what he's done. 1 for 4 with a double. Go change up. Strike at the knees again. I'm not sure what he's looking for. Let's give him fastball up and in. Try and finish this inning off, this game off. And shallow fly ball. We're going to get to that. And there we go. Little excitement there in the 9th inning, but we get the job done. As we take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies in this series. Check this box score. You have Edgar Caro. Wow. 3-run homer for him. Kenzie Noel with a home run. Got the Dolander. He didn't even get out of the first inning. Our side, Pasquantino drives in 4, hits his 20th home run. Garcia's got 19 now. And Mitchell Parker didn't pitch well, but the bullpen did. So, yeah, there we go. Now we get to Arizona Diamondbacks. I already have 80 wins. Brad Lord, Darius Vines. And we win 12-4. Let's go. Any home runs? Perdomo hit one for them. We pounded everybody, especially Stroud. And bottom of the order, Cruz, Young, and Ruiz, 2 hits each. Young with 5 RBI, hit a home run. Ruiz with a home run. I guess he doesn't want me to call up Harry Ford. 3 stolen bases. And Lord pitched okay. Bullpen did their job, so let's go. We're back to 500 now, but we're still 14 and a half games out on the division side. And on the wild card side, we are still 4 games back. All right, game 2. Roki Sasaki, Brandon Woodruff. We lose 5-2. Game 3, Andrew Alvarez against Corbin Burns. We desperately need a win this game right here. Kopech in again. Why is he in to get the save? Got 2 on, 2 outs in the 9th. If he's throwing a lot of pitches, he's coming out. Let's go check it out. No, he just brought him into the game. Not sure why. Let's go to this bullpen, take a look. Fairbanks must have been used earlier in the game. Check the box score. Yeah, he gave up a run. That's the problem. All right, let's try and finish it off with Kopech. Strike 1 with the letters. There we go. See Waldschmidt 1-4 with a single. Down and in with the fastball now. And a little blooper down the line. Get over there, get over there, get over there. Oh, and he missed it. Throw the ball in. Game is tied. Hate the new reaction stuff in this game because it's absolutely garbage. So now we have a tie game. Arenado at the plate. First pitch to him is high. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 1-1 pitch, going fastball back up and in, and a little pop fly into shallow right center field. Come on, get there. And there we go. So we gave up the lead. Now we got to try and walk it off. And now we're in the 11th inning, and we have the winning run at second base with 2 outs. Robert Hassel facing Tyler Alexander. If I have a better right-handed batter on the bench, I might bring him in. And we're going to bring in Jacob Young. I would go to Cruz, but his clutch isn't as good as Young's, so we're going to bring in Young, and he can stay in the game and go to center field if needed. All right, winning run at second base, 2 outs here in the 11th. Bright, sunny day. Rip that foul on the first pitch. Hold on. We are going to replace him with Wilkin because he has better speed. There we go. Better base runner at second base. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's ripped to deep left field, and that one is gone. Walk-off 2-run homer by Jacob Young in the Nationals. After blowing the lead in the 9th, come back and win it in the 11th inning. With a 2-run bomb. There we go. Makes the manager look good. They come pouring out of the dugout. Hey. Sometimes you make the right decision, sometimes you don't, but we got him this time as we get a walk-off win to take 2 out of 3 in the series. Like this replay. Right down the middle, and that was lost immediately. Man, you can't put a pitch right there. Look at the left fielder. Never moved. Never moved. All right, check the box score. No home runs allowed, though Corbin Carroll did get his 100th RBI. Burns didn't pitch well at all. Our side 2 hits for Abrams. Chaparro looks like he had a 3-run shot. Young with a pinch hit 2-run shot. Alvarez 5 shutout innings. And the bullpen tried to give it away until the very end. But there we go. Now we go on the road to Philadelphia for 2, the Mets for 4, before we come back and face the Yankees and the Mets again. Big 2-game series here. Michael Wacha against Christopher Sanchez. And I think I'm going to hop in and bat this game. And I will show you highlights as they pop up. And this will be my first time getting a pitch with Michael Wacha. Good start last time out. And the first batter of the game, Bryce Harper goes deep. Oppo Taco. And we're down 1-0 early. Second pitch of the game for Wacha. Harper gets us again. And that's the only run the Phillies would get as they're up 1-0 after 1. And Bryson Stott sends one over the wall in right field, and it's now 2-0 Phillies. Not sure how he pulled an up and in cutter. And after 2, it's 2-0 Phillies. Christopher Sanchez dominating so far on the mound for Philadelphia too. And Christopher Sanchez is just absolutely shoving in this game. He's got a perfect game through 5 with 7 Ks. His sinker changeup combo is just eating me alive at the plate. And Kiebert's going to lead things off here in the 6th inning. We're still looking for our first base runner. And the count runs full. See if Ruiz can draw a walk, get on base somehow, anyhow, get a first base runner. And he does. He draws a walk. So there goes the perfect game. And I'll bring in Luis Garcia, having a really good season this year. Been hot lately. See if he can find a gap somewhere. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ripped up the middle and flipped the second for 1. Relay to first and a double play wipes out that base runner. And I'll bring in third baseman Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, struggling at the plate this year. Definitely need to think about upgrading third base. Kiner-Falefa down on the count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. And it's a shot. Oh, caught by Harper. And the no-hitter is still intact through 6. And now Micah Wacha's in trouble here in the bottom of the 6th. Leadoff double by Harper. A single by Schwarber. We have men at the corners and nobody out for Matt Chapman. See Chapman's numbers on the season. Came over in a big trade involving Aiden Miller. And Chapman down to count 1-2. Need a strikeout or a pop out. And then we get the strikeout. There we go. Clutch K by Wacha. Now we can get out of this jam with a double play if we can get Marsh to hit it on the ground. And he's going to hit a ball that's going to be caught up against the wall. That's going to score a run, though. At least we were able to get to it. Now it's 3-0 Philadelphia. Nice running catch by Cruz. I'll bring in JT Realmuto, 0-for-2. A man on first, 2 out here in the 6th. He works to count to 3-1. Here's the pitch from Wacha. And it's a high fly ball in the center field. Young will drift over, and he'll have that. And, yeah, the inning, still give up a run. Now we're down 3 after 6 innings. And C.J. Abrams lead things off here in the 7th. Everybody's 0-for except for Ruiz. Well, actually, he's 0-for, but he has a walk. Count even at 2-2. Here's the pitch to C.J. That's going to be a ground ball to first. And that'll be the first out here in the 7th. I'll bring in James Wood. He's 0-for-2 with 2 Ks. Average under 290 now. And Wood down on a count 1-2. Having his troubles against Sanchez today. Everybody is. Here's the pitch. High pop-up on the infield. It looks like Trey Turner, whoever that is, Peguero, whoever it is, shortstop's going to have that for the second out. I'll bring in Dylan Cruz. He's also 0-for on the day. Nobody on, 2 out. Desperately need a base runner. There's a ground ball up the middle and through, and there we go. There goes the no-hitter. So at least we won't get completely no-hit on the day. Tying run is still on deck, though. Yeah, we're going to send Cruz. I'm going to get him in scoring position, see if we can get a run off these guys, and he is in easily with a stolen base. So now he's in scoring position. Number 33 for him. Vinny down on a count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third base. Chapman's got it. Throw to first. And the Phillies got the inning. But we do break up the no-hitter. He has just been dominant all day. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the 7th. And a new pitcher coming in from the Phillies. Brad Keller. Once Sanchez gave up the hit, he's out of the game. That's good because he was killing us all day long. And leading off for the Nats, it's going to be Jacob Young. He's 0-for on the day. Desperately need base runners. Getting late. Young's down on the count 1-2. Here's a pitch. Strikeout on a high fastball. He had me confused the entire at-bat. And we're going to pinch hit for Chaparro with... Let's go with Ryan Clifford. Haven't seen him in a while. The rookie out there gets some more ABs. Count even at 2. Keller comes set. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Full count now. Ruiz on deck. He has power. Here's a pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Clifford does his job. Draws our second walk of the game. Ruiz steps in now, 0 for 1 with a walk. He can make this a 1-run game with 1 swing. Count even at 2. Here's a pitch. And there's a high fly ball to right, and that one is long gone. Second deck shot for Ruiz, 438 feet, and this is now a 1-run game. That's right. See you later. Big power surge at the end of the year for Ruiz. Now we're just 1 swing away from having a tie ball game. Big 8th inning here off Keller. Now to bring in second baseman Luis Garcia. He's got plenty of pop as well. It's much better against righties. Reset, 1-1 count. Here's a pitch. And that's fouled on the third base line, and Chapman is going to have room, and he's going to have that for the second out. Nice jam shot pitch by Keller there. And he's done. He's thrown a lot of pitches this inning, already given up 2. And they're going to bring in Ryan Kirkering. Duran was warming up. They're going to bring in Kirkering instead. And we're going to pinch hit for Kiner Falefa with Dalen Lyle. It's somebody else that can hit the ball out of the park and have some speed. And the first pitch to him. Right down the middle. It's ground ball up the middle. Can he beat it out? Throw and safe. There we go. Tying run on now with 2 down. That'll bring in CJ. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, 2 groundouts. 24 home runs, though. Down to count 0-2. So he's got a 9-game hit streak on the line here. Here's a pitch. And he swings over that sweeper I can never lay off. But we do rally, get 2 runs in the inning on that big towering shot to right by Keibert Ruiz. We take it to the bottom of the 8th. Need to hold him, so we have a shot in the 9th. And Jalen Beeks is going to come in out of the pen. Lucchese pitched great. 3 Ks last inning, but I don't want to overextend him here. See what Beeks has done on the air. He's been even better from the left side. And a long home run by Peguero, the shortstop, on the first pitch of the inning. And just like that was a long one. And now we're down 4-2. That was a low and away pitch that he hit that far. I don't know how you hit one that far with that exit velo down and away. And that's going to be it for Beeks. Gave up a walk and then an error as Pasquantino threw a double play ball into left field. And coming in will be Jacob Webb to try and get a double play and get out of this inning. He's facing Matt Chapman. 2 on, nobody out. And the 2-2 pitch. And it's a shot into the gap. And that's going to score another run at least. Who comes in, they're going to send him, see if we can get him at the plate. And he is safe, and it's now 6-2 as this game gets away from us. And the Phillies would take this first game of the brief 2-game series, 6-2, as our bullpen and defense let us down in the bottom of the 8th. Sanchez with the win, Waka with the loss. Now we definitely need to win this second game and even things up. Look at this box score. Only had 3 hits, 2 walks, 11 Ks, most of those coming at the top of the order. Didn't get the home run by Ruiz. Waka, 3 runs, 5 hits, no walks, 7 Ks. Actually pitched better than those numbers. Beeks struggled. His defense didn't help him out either. And, had a chance late and then just couldn't finish it off. And our September call-ups, we're going to bring up Cade Cavalli, put him in long relief. Anybody struggles in the rotation, then we'll slide him in. If we get eliminated, I'll slide him in the rotation then. We also called up third base, second base, shortstop guy Jose Tena to give us more depth on the infield. And now we're 4 games out on the wild card side. Good thing is the Mets are right above us, and we have 6 games coming up with, actually 7 games coming up with them in the next week. And then Atlanta, who's sitting in the 3rd playoff spot right now. We finish off the year against them. We need to get a win streak going. Need a 5, 6, 7, 8 game winning streak. And it would be great if we could do it against the Mets and catch them, pass them, push them in the distance. But we got to start with this game right here. Mitchell Parker against Zach Wheeler. And Jacob Young's been one of our hottest hitters over the last week plus with that 407 average, 2 home runs and 11 RBI. See if he can keep that going as we push him up in the batting order. And the Phillies explode here in the bottom of the second, up 4-0 already. And Brock Wilken with a big 2-run double makes it 4-2 as we cut into that lead. Lyle makes it 4-3 with another double. And Schwarber pushes it back to a 2-run lead with the RBI single with 2 out in the 8th. And now we have the tying runs on with 1 out. Jacob Young at the plate facing Yohan Duran. Let's hop in and watch. I'm not going to swing. Watch Young and see if he can get it to a 1-run game, extra base hit. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to pinch run at first base first before we do that. And let's just bring in the catcher. And now we're going to hop in and watch Young. If he can hit one to the gap, we might be able to tie this game up right now. All right, Duran, first pitch to Young here in the 9th. Swings over that pitch down in the dirt. Young with 12 double plays. We don't need that here. Young down on the count 1-2. Take a strikeout over a double play. Here's the pitch from Duran to Young. And it's a little tapper to third base. Come on, get down the line. There's one at second. Throw to first, and he's safe. So we don't get the game-ending double play. Still have a chance. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is going to come off the bench to pinch hit here with minute to corners and 2 out. It's a strike at the knees. Kiner-Falefa, woeful 228 this year. He's got good contact against right-handed pitching, though. Kiner-Falefa down on the count 1-2. 2 on, 2 out here in the 9th. Down by 2. Here's the pitch from Duran. And he swings and misses and strikes out. And the Phillies hang on and win the game. And they win the brief 2-game series, 2-0. And let's take a look at the box score. Lyle with 2 hits and an RBI. Wilken 2 hits, 2 RBI. Both had doubles. Parker 4 runs, 3 earned, and 4 1/3. Bullpen did okay till Webb gave up 1 late. Their side, no home runs. That's always good. Wheeler pitched well, and their bullpen pitched better. Now we continue the road trip into New York. We're 5.5 games out of the wild card. We have got to start winning right now, and we need a big long streak. Brad Lord against Nolan McLean. We have a situation here where 2 men on, 1 out in the 8th. Vinny Pasquantino at bat. Let's hop in and see if we can get the lead. See Vinny's numbers on the year. He's 0 for 3 with 3 Ks today, having a rough one. Up to 20 home runs, 69 ribs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's a high fly ball into left center field. Center fielder racing over. He'll miss it. He missed the ball. Holy cow. That's going to get us 1 run. And now we're up 1-0 on the gaff by the center fielder. Holy crap. That was an RBI double. That should be an error. See this replay. Just a high fly ball. Should have easily been caught. And then we'll take the gift. Thank you. Who is that in center field? That is Luis Robert Jr. Wow. Didn't realize he played that poor center field. So now the infield is in as we have minutes 2nd and 3rd and 1 out for Garcia. He's got a great clutch number 2. And here's a shot into center field. Is that going to drop? Yes, it is. And we're going to get another run. Little bloop single, and it's 2-0 Washington. And that'll bring in Ruiz with 2 on and 1 out. First pitch swinging on the sweeper, and he misses. He's 0 for 3 with a ground out. Ruiz down and count 1-2. Trying to hit this ball to the outfield. And takes strike 3. Thought that was going to be inside, and that's the 2nd out. I'll bring in Jacob Young, one of our hottest hitters. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Looking for grass somewhere in the outfield. Make this 3-0 lead. Here's a pitch. And Tapper to short. Throw to second, and they just get the runner. But we do get 2 runs on the gift double and the bloop single. We're up 2-0 now, going to the bottom of the 8th inning. And we got a situation. We have 2 on, 2 out. Pete Fairbanks coming into the game to get a 4-out save. Is going to face Francisco Alvarez. Let's hop in. All right, Pete. We get this done right now. Strike at the letters. Good first pitch. He's 0 for 3 on the day. There's the 0-1 slider, and it's going to be a ground ball short. And he beats the runner to the bag, and we get out of that inning with a 2-0 lead still intact. And the Mets rally plate 2 in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game. Now we're into the 10th inning. 2 on, 2 out. Jonah Tong on the mound for the Mets facing Keibert Ruiz. Ruiz down in the count 1-2 now. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 tie in the 10th. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. That deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 game. 2-2 count here in the 10th. And the pitch. And it hits him on the hip, and we're going to have bases loaded, boys and girls. That's going to bring in Jacob Young, one of our hottest hitters, 1 for 4 on the day. Chance to give us the lead in extras. Looks a strike on the outside corner. All right, reset. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Tong. It's a little pop fly, shallow right field, and is going to catch that at the knees. And the Mets get out of the jam. Now Kopech's in with 2 on, 2 out in the 10th as we try and keep from having the Mets walk us off here in game 1. Alvarez, the batter, and he hits him. So now he's all over the place. So now we have bases loaded and 2 out. And we're going to the pen. Going to bring in Jacob Webb to try and get out of this bases loaded jam. Facing Mark Vientos, dangerous hitter. Missed the first one up and in. See his numbers on the year and the game. Vientos battling, fouled 3 pitches off in a row. See if we can get him out on the high fastball. Here's the pitch. Hop foul behind the plate. Catcher runs back, and you have it. And yes, we get out of it, thank God. And our Nats get a big extra inning win. We put up 5 runs in extra innings. Webb with the win, Tong with the loss as we take game 1. Let's check out the box score here. 3 hits for Lyle. Abrams, 1 hit, 2 runs, a walk, 3 RBI. 2 hits for Garcia. Home run by CJ. Wonder if he hit that in the 11th. Lord, 7 shutout innings. Fairbanks gives up the lead. Webb gets the win even though he gave up a run in the 11th inning. But Weissert finishes it off. And let's go check this game log real quick. See how we scored those runs in the extra innings. And a double. Drives in Young. Abrams hit a home run. Yep, that's how we did it that inning. So, all right, get a big win in game 1. And we take the loss in game 2, 5-4 in extra innings. Look at this box score. Ruiz, 2 hits, 3 hits for Wilkin, 2 RBI. Sasaki doesn't get through 5. And the bullpen did their job until the very end. Looks like Cavalli came in an extra inning game, gave up a walk and a hit, and we lose this game 5-4. Go to game 3, Andrew Alvarez against Casey Mize. Fairbanks on the mound. Bottom of the 9th inning, 1-0 lead. See if he can finish his game off as Ronnie Mauricio is going to lead things off for the Mets. Mauricio pops this one to short, and Abrams has that for the first out. Bichette coming off the bench to pinch hit now. There's a high fly ball into center field. Young racing back, and he'll settle under that. And that's going to be the second out. Now bring in catcher Ben Rortvedt, 1 for 2 on the day. Fairbanks has him down in count 0-2, looking to punch him out to seal this win. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out, and there we go. We bounce back and win game 3, 1-0. Great pitcher's duel. Check this box score. 4 hits for Keibert Ruiz. My goodness. Alvarez, 6 shutout innings. Bullpen, 3 perfect, well, not perfect, 3 no-hit innings as Beeks does have a walk on their side. Only Rortvedt and Allen with hits. We were that close to a combined no-hitter. Now game 4. We got to get this win. Take 3 out of 4 from them. Michael Waka against Clay Holmes. In another situation, Weissert on the mound. Tying run at first. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Another 1-0 lead for our Nats. Lindor at the plate, 1 for 3 with a single, 2 for 14 in the series. See if we can get him to pound one in the ground and get a double play here. Grab ball third, past the third baseman. They're going to hold him at second base, so now they have 2 on and 1 out. That'll bring in Juan Soto, 0 for 3 on the day, 5 for 14 in the series. 2-2 count now on Soto. Here's the pitch, and it's a little flare down the left field line, and that is just foul. We reset, 2-2 count, see if we can get him to strike out or pop out. And hits him. Got away from Weissert, and he gets hit. Now they have the bases loaded with 1 out. Luis Roberts going to come in and pinch run for Soto. And we're going to the pen. Done with this situation. Running in out of the pen is going to be Jacob Webb as he tries to get us out of this bases loaded 1 out jam. Bo Bichette, first batter he faces. And it's a high fly ball to left field, and that one is gone. Grand slam for the Mets here in the 8th inning. First pitch he sees, he parks, couldn't get that ball inside enough, and just like that, we are down 3 runs. Wow. And Polanco, one batter later, he homers to make it 5-1. James Wood with a 1-out solo shot in the 9th. It's going to be too little, too late, I think. So we get a strikeout and a solo shot by Garcia. It's now 5-3. Milas with a single. We got the tying run at the plate and Young. Let's hop in and watch. All right, this game's not over yet. Tying run at the plate, 2 outs. Here in the 9th. Pitch from Williams is a strike. The knees looked low to me. Jacob 2 for 16 in the series, cooling off just a touch. 0-2 count. 1 on, 2 out, down 5-3. Here's the pitch from Williams. And swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Throw down to first, and the Mets come from behind and steal Game 4 as we split this big series in New York. Look at this box score. We pounded out 10 hits and only got 3 runs. 10 hits and 6 walks. You got to get more than 3 runs. 2 hits for Pasquantino, 2 for Kiner Falefa. Home runs by Wood and Garcia in the 9th. Waka, 7 shutout innings, but Weissert and Webb do not do the job as I give up the grand slam. Now we are 5.5 games behind the Pirates with 18 games left on the season. Who are the Pirates playing? Padres, the Twins, the Padres, the Phillies, Milwaukee, Cincinnati. So they have some tough games in there as well. We got to get on a roll. We got to get on a winning streak. Got to do it right now. The Yankees, 63-81. They're worse than us. 8 games worse than us. All right, Game 1, Mitchell Parker against Max Fried. And we win 4-3. There we go. Look at this box score. No home runs allowed. Counted out 10 hits and off Fried. 3 hits by James Wood, 2 by Cruz, 2 by Ruiz, 2 by Wilkin. Home run by Cruz. Also stole his 35th bag. Parker 1 earned run in 6 innings. Kopech, a little shaky appearance there, but Fairbanks bails him out and gets the 39th save. Go to Game 2, Brad Lord, Freddie Peralta, and we lose 4-2. It's like Kopech blew it late. Judge 2 hits, including a home run. Our side 6 hits, 3 walks. Wilkin with a home run. Lord didn't pitch bad, but yeah, Kopech took the L, gave up 2 runs in only a third of an inning. Now Game 3, have to have this game. Sasaki against Cam Schlittler. And we lose 9-0, get absolutely torched. Bryce, Bellinger, and McMahon with home runs. 8 shutout innings for Schlittler. 2 hits for Abrams. We only had 4 hits and a walk. Roki and Cavalli both get absolutely torched. 7 runs and 5 2/3 combined. And our season is slipping away. We are 3 games under 500. We are now 6 games back in the wild card. I don't think there's any way we're going to catch these guys. We're not statistically eliminated yet, but we pretty much have to win 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. Going the rest of the way, we need to get a big win streak, and I don't think we have it in us. So let's just quick sim these games against the Mets and see what we do. Andrew Alvarez, Casey Mize, and catcher Drew Milas broke his shin. He's out for the rest of the season. And we dropped the game 3-2. Home run by Francisco Alvarez. Our side, home runs by Wood and Pasquantino. Alvarez didn't pitch bad, but Jacob Webb takes the loss. All right, Game 2, Micah Wacha, Clay Holmes. And we win 13-4. Okay, box score there. Home runs by Lindor and Corey Julks. We pounded everybody but Brazoban. And our side, 4 hits for Hassel, 4 hits for Wood. Look at all those guys with 2 hits, 3 for Young. Wood had 2 doubles and a home run, so he was a triple shy of the cycle. Jacob Young adds a home run. Hassel with a steal. Wacha, 4 runs in 5 innings isn't good, but the bullpen did their job to finish it off as our offense exploded in that game. And we're 3 games under 500. We got to run the table. Mitchell Parker against Tyler McGill. And we win 10-4. Let's go. Home runs by Lindor and Soto for the Mets. So we got to him late. 3 hits for Abrams, 2 for Wood, 3 for Pasquantino, 3 for Garcia, 2 for Kiner Falefa. Home runs by Pasquantino and Cruz. Parker 3 runs over 5 innings. Bullpen did their jobs. Cavalli pitched much better this time around. And we win 2 out of 3. So we went 3-3 in that homestand. Not what we needed. and we're still 2 games under 500. We have 12 games left, and we are 6 games out, and we're not mathematically eliminated yet, but we might as well be. And we lose game 1 to St. Louis 4-0. Check the box score. 5 hits and 2 walks. Lord, 4 runs over 7 innings. Their side, 4 runs on 6 hits. They hit 3 home runs. Brady Singer, 8 shutout innings. And we drop a game we needed to win. Game 2, Sasaki against Kyle Leahy. We win that 3-1. 3 hits for Lyle, 2 for Cruz. Brock Wilken, a 3-run shot. Love that. Sasaki, 5 innings, 1 run allowed. 5 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs. And the bullpen shut him down, although Fairbanks gave us a little scare there in the 9th, but he gets his 40th save. And game 3, Andrew Alvarez against Matthew Liberatore. And we win 5-3. 2 hits for Abrams, 2 for Wood, 2 for Lyle, 2 for Ruiz, 2 for Chaparro. Chaparro with a home run, drives in 3. Alvarez, 3 runs over 5 2/3. Bullpen gives up nothing. Fairbanks' 41st save. And we've made it back to 76 and 77, so we're 1 game under 500. We are not making the playoffs. We're 6 games out with 9 games to play. So our goal right now is to make sure we get at least 81 wins, get us a 500 record or better. Go to Texas, game 1, Micah Wacha against Cody Bradford. And we win 11-7. Pounded out 14 hits, 5 walks. Bunch of guys with 2 hits, 3 hits. Ruiz went nuts. Abrams, Cruz, Ruiz, and Garcia with home runs. Wacha got absolutely lit up for 6 runs, but Cavalli does the job, shuts him down. Our bullpen finishes it off, and our offense woke up. There we go. Win game 1. Game 2, Parker against Eovaldi. And we lose 5-4. 2 hits for Abrams, 2 for Pasquantino, 3 for Garcia. Home runs by Abrams and Garcia. Parker, 3 runs in 5 innings. Bullpen couldn't help it. And Kopech, 3-10. He's just a bad luck pitcher. 2.98 ERA is respectable, but 3-10. Definitely need to not have him as our setup guy going forward. And game 3 against Texas to round off the road trip. Brad Lord and Jack Leiter. And we win 3-2. Win 2 out of 3 again. Abrams, another home run. He's going nuts on the straights. 28 home runs. Garcia has 23. Lord, 2 runs in 5 innings. The bullpen shuts him down. No runs allowed as Fairbanks gets his 42nd save. And our minor league season is over, and our AA team, the Senators, went 80-53, won the Eastern Southwest Division, so they're going to go to the playoffs. The AAA side, we finished 4 games back, so some of our young guys are going to go to the playoffs. Let's go check out their stats before they get wiped out. On the AAA side, Mervis, Willits only hit 255, didn't hit as many home runs as I expected. McVeigh, 266, so he rebounded really well once he got up to AAA. We're going to send him back to AA for the playoffs. Same thing with Willits. We're going to send them both down, let them help that team out. Pitching side, top 3 guys didn't do too bad at all. Bullpen, Linyon and Rutledge pitched well. So did Grissom Jr. Down in AA, Tony Tulibits, 31 home runs. My goodness, look at that power. 31 home runs, hit 258. Gavin Fiend, 266. Seaver King, 276. Yeah, this team definitely needs us to send down Willits and McVeigh. Sorry, pitcher side, Joel Ortiz had an ERA below 2 for a good chunk of the early season. Finishes at 303. Ullman, 282. Strikeout per inning. Sakura, 353. Penrod, 329. Cornelio, 267. Good bullpen. And Montes de Orca does well as the closer, 41 saves. All right, I'm going to set up their team and get them ready for the playoffs. We're not going to watch. We'll just let them sim that out. But I want to get our 2 of our other top prospects back down to AA to help them possibly win a championship. And the last week of the regular season, face the Cubs, 3 at home, go to Atlanta. And we're going to sim through these 5 games. And then I'm going to actually play this game against the Braves and pitch with Roki Sasaki. Sim the hitting. I just want to pitch with Sasaki one more time. And that'll wrap up this second season with the Nationals. So game 1 against the Cubs, Roki against Cade Horton. And we lose 9-1. Pete Crow Armstrong with a home run. Happ had 4 hits. Horton pitched 7 shutout innings. Our side, 2 hits for Cruz, 3 for Wilkin, finishing the season strong there at the bottom of the order. Roki 4 runs in less than 4 innings. Cavalli got lit up again, so did Weissert. We lose the first game of the AA playoffs, 5-2. Game 2 against the Cubs, Andrew Alvarez. And we win 5-0. One of our few shutouts, 2 hits allowed, 4 walks. Looks like we got all those runs laid off Brian Abreu. 7 hits in the game. James Wood, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, a walk. Home run, actually 2 home runs, 4 RBI, gives him 35 home runs on the season and 94 RBI. Alvarez, 5 shutout innings. Bullpen only allows 1 hit the rest of the way. And we lose game 2 in the playoffs against the Rubber Ducks, and so we're out of the AA playoffs. Waldichuk blew that game late. Now our last home game of the season, Michael Wacha against Justin Steele. And we lose 1-0. Wow. 6 hits, 4 walks for them. Steele, 7 shutout innings, 1 hit allowed. And again, 2 hits. Kiner Falefa got a pinch hit. Single Abrams with a hit. 3 walks in the game. Wacha, unearned run in 6 innings. Bullpen did a great job, but it's hard to win when you don't score any runs. So now we're 79-80. We need to win 2 games. We need to win 2 out of 3 to finish at 500. Game 1, Mitchell Parker against Dean Kramer. And we win 8-6, so we're 80-80. 2 hits for Abrams, 2 for Garcia, 2 for Ruiz, 2 for Young, 3 for Dylan Cruz. Home run by Garcia. We stole 4 bags. Mitchell Parker doesn't pitch well, neither does Cavalli, but he gets the win as the offense woke up late. Fairbanks, his 43rd save. Now we have 2 games left. We just need to split these 2 games to finish 500. If we can win them both, finish over 500, that would be great. Brad Lord against Spencer Strider, and we lose 4-2. 6 hits, home run by Ruiz, 5 walks. Lord, 5 shutout innings. Kopech blows another game. I took him out of setup role, and he still pitched poorly in relief. Might have to move on from him and find somebody else, whether it's Rule 5 or as a free agent. Now it comes down to this last game right here. Roki Sasaki against Chris Sale. Like I said, I'm going to start that game for Sasaki. I will pitch with him. We'll sim the batting. We will wrap up this second season. And one last game. Finish off this season too. Can't wait to get to pitch with Roki Sasaki. But first we have to bat. And Chris Sale is on the mound for the Braves today. See, he's had a really good season. But only 21 games started, so he must have been injured earlier in the year. Don't think they would have pitched him out of the bullpen. But tough starter to face on the last day. Abrams leads things off with a strikeout. Young singles. Wood walks. 2 on, 1 out. Fly out by Pasquantino, and a fly out ends the inning. And leading things off for the Braves, Matt Olson. Again, these weird lineups. He should not be batting leadoff. Down to count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Roki, and a little tapper to third base. Wilkins got it. Throw to first, and there's 1 down. And here's the lineup for the Braves today. Acuna DHing, Michael Harrison right. That's really weird. Leone should be in right with Harrison center, but whatever. And up now, DH Ronald Acuna. See his numbers. Great season for him. Our job today is get him under that 300 mark. He's quickly down 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out on a 4-seamer up above the letters. And there we go. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first inning. First strikeout of the day. That'll bring in Austin Riley. First pitch to him. Is it going to be a ground ball to short? Abrams has that. Throw to first. And a very quick and easy 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. So we are scoreless through 1 inning here in Atlanta. And in the top half, Lyle strikes out. Ruiz flies out. And Garcia grounds out as we go down quickly. And Anthony Santander will lead things off for the Braves. Big power, not much average. 2-2 pitch to him. And he swings and misses and strikes out on the high 4-seamer. Sasaki starts the second inning off just fine there with a big K. And that'll bring in Ozzie Albies. Always a tough batter for me to face. First pitch to him is a smash. And it's over the first base bag. Down into the corner. It's going to be a base hit. Cruz gets it in quickly and holds him to a single. Went right over the bag. First hit of the game for Atlanta, and that'll bring in Drake Baldwin. See, he was the Rookie of the Year in 2025. Another good season for him. You got 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 2-2 pitch to Baldwin. And it's going to be a ground ball through the hole on the left side and into left field. So the Braves have back-to-back hits here with 1 out in the second inning. their first scoring chance of the day, and that'll bring in Michael Harris, having a very down year for him. Get 2 on and 1 out, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a tapper to first. Pasquantino throws to second for 1. The relay back to first, and there you go. 3-6-3 double play. Gets him out of that jam. It's actually a good thing Vinny was left-handed throwing. See the replay. Makes that easy throw to second base. Now we go to the top of the third. 2 outs quickly. Young walks in. Wood with a 2-run shot. We're up 2-0. There we go. Get that offense going. Pasquantino strikes out to end the inning, but now we're up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Pedro Leon, center fielder, leading off. He's ahead in the count 2-1. Here's the pitch. It's a pop foul ball down the first base side. Vinny runs over on the warning track, and he will have that for the first out. Jam shot there by Roki, and that'll bring in Brett Wisely, the shortstop. First pitch to him, and he tries to bunt. He pops it up in front of the plate, and Ruiz gets out from behind the dish and gets it for the easy out. So quick 2 outs here. That'll bring in Olsen. First pitch to him. And it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Garcia's got it. Throw to first, and that was a very quick 1-2-3 inning. Only 6 pitches needed by Roki. We're up 2-0 as we go to the fourth. In top of the fourth, Cruz leads off with a single. Gets caught stealing. Lyle singles. Ruiz flies out. Garcia grounds out to end the inning. You go to the bottom half. Acuna up now. 3-2 count. And strike 3 on the outside corner. He thought it was ball 4. That was clearly in the zone, and that's his third strikeout of the game for Sasaki. That'll bring in Austin Riley with nobody on and 1 out. First pitch to him is a line shot into right center field. Cruz on the run, and he's got that for the second out. Nice running catch into the gap. That'll bring in Santander. He struck out his first time. So he's 0 for 3 on the series. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss, and he strikes out on the splitter. Roki on fire today. Another strikeout. Another 1-2-3 inning as we go to the fifth. Leading off, Wilkins strikes out. Abrams grounds out. Young walks. James Wood walks. Pasquantino singles. It's now 3-0. Cruz up. 2 on, 2 out. Pitching change. Suarez comes in. Cruz grounds out to end the inning. We go to the bottom half, up 3-0 now. Albies singled his first time. Down to count 0-2. Here's a pitch from Roki, and strike 3 at the letters on the inside corner. Painted right there. Albies didn't like the call. That's a 5th K for Roki. See this replay. And he absolutely pinpointed right there in that upper corner. That'll bring in Baldwin. Singled his first time up. Got stranded. Well, actually got erased on a double play. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a little flare to set. Over short. Oh, I thought Abrams was going to get that. Young gets that ball back in. Hold him to a single. Looked like he was going to catch it, and it just kind of drifted over his glove. So it's his second hit of the day. That'll bring in Harris, who hit into that double play. 0 for 8 in the series. Down in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 at the letters as he takes it. Wasn't looking for that pitch. So strikeout number 6 for Roki. So now that'll bring in Leon with 1 on and 2 out. 3-0 Nats. Got a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a line shot right to Vinny at first. He takes away a possible extra base hit. We're still up. 3-0 after 5. At the top of the 6th, we get a strikeout. A solo shot by Ruiz makes it 4-0. Garcia, nobody on and 1 out. He grounds out. Wilkin flies out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Brett Wisely, and that bunt pop out's going to lead things off here for the Braves. Try and get their offense going. Down and count 1-2. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a high fly ball into right field. Cruz drifting back to the track in front of the wall. And he's got it for the first out. That'll bring in Olsen. 0 for 2 on the day. 2 for 11 with 2 homers in the series. 2-2 count on him. Here's a pitch from Roki. And swings through the high fastball and strikes out. He's got the strikeout pitch going today. That's number 7. That'll bring in Acuna down to 299 with his 2 strikeouts today. Definitely what we wanted to have here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And as a pop fly into left field towards the line, Lyle races over, and he's going to have that. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Roki Sasaki and the Nats as they lead 4-0 after 6. You go to the top of the 7th inning. Danny Young, new pitcher for the Braves, gets a ground out, and a ground out. Quick 1-2-3. And Austin Riley's going to step in. He's 0 for 2 today as well. 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Roki, and high fly ball into right field. Cruz will drift over, and he's going to have that. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Roki is pitching with no stamina right now. That brings Santander with 2 Ks. He's out of energy. I'm trying to nurse him through this inning. And there's a check swing, and that's strike 3 as Santander goes down for the 3rd time today. Another strikeout for Roki. And that'll bring in Albies, who's 1 for 2. So he's 4 for 6 in the series. Got a full count. Here's the pitch, and high for ball 4. That's the first walk of the day allowed by Sasaki. That'll put a man on with 2 out for Drake Baldwin, who's 2 for 2 today. He doesn't get Baldwin. I'm going to take Roki out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And swings and misses on a splitter down off the plate, almost in the other batter's box. So we are through 7 innings, and Roki is not allowed to run. Only 3 hits and a walk, as it's 4-0 Washington. And Danny Young still in. Pasquantino pop out, strikeout by Cruz. New pitcher Joey Wentz. Ground out ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the inning, and we're going to the bullpen. Roki is spent. And we're going to go to Beeks, the lefty. We have 3 lefties out of 4 batters. Harris leading off here in the inning. Singles. Leone strikes out. Wisely singles. 2 on, 1 out. Olsen fielder's choice. Acuna up, and we're going back to the pen. And we're going to go to Fairbanks and try to get him a 4-out save here. Single by Acuna makes it 4-1. A walk by Riley. And a lineup by Pasquantino finally ends that inning. We go to the 9th. Ground out. A walk. Strikeout. A ground out to the bottom half. Albies walks. Baldwin. 2-run shot. It's 4-3. All right, we got to get him out of this game. And we're going to do Lucchese because we got 3 out of 4 batters being lefties. Harris grounds out. Leone strikes out. Brett Wisely up. And we're going to hop in and pitch. I don't trust the sim. Wisely 1 for 3 in the game. 1 for 6 in the series. Trying to get on base. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Lucchese, and it's a high fly ball in the left center field. Lyle on the run, and he's going to get there, and there we go. Your Nationals win last game of the regular season, and we finished with an 81-81 record. Fell out of that playoff race, but we still finished with a non-losing record as Roki pitched an absolute great game today. Braves were frustrated all day. He wins his 14th as Sale goes to 9-5. Lucchese gets his 2nd save of the season, and we win the series 2-1 and did what we needed to finish 500. Check out this box score for the last time this year. See, Wood drives in 2 with that home run. He also walked twice. Young had 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Ruiz with a solo shot. Sasaki, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 Ks, no runs allowed. Beeks and Fairbanks tried to blow it, but Lucchese came in and got the job done for that last inning and get the dub that we needed. Let's go over to the Braves side. 1 hit for Acuna, 1 hit for Albies, 3 hits for Baldwin, 1 for Harris. Drew 3 walks but struck out 11 times. Sale, we got to him and Suarez early. Their bullpen shut us down, but we had enough runs to get the win. And let's check out our final stats. League leaders, award winners, all that good stuff. And we'll sim out the rest of this season, see who wins the World Series. James Wood finished the season with 162 hits to lead the team, 96 runs, 36 home runs, 96 ribs, 1 more than Garcia. 10 steals, hit 280, and he was our only guy to have a 900-plus OPS. And see C.J. Abrams, power breakout season, 28 home runs, Garcia 24, Vinny finished with 22, Cruz with 20, Ruiz with 20, Jacob Young even had 16. Wilkin, it's kind of up and down rookie season, but we'll just see how that goes next year. Dalen Lyle, kind of a disappointing season, only a 302 on base. Had some big hits in a couple of games, but that's kind of a disappointing season. And with the outfielders we have drafted, he could definitely be used as trade bait in the offseason. Ryan Clifford, okay game, season for him. We might have to send him to AAA and get him seasoned up. He can also play some outfield, so he has some position flexibility for us. Kiner Falefa was just our utility guy, and Millis end of the year on the DL. Starting pitchers, Brad Lord, 10-10, 361 ERA, 128 WHIP. That was a much better season than last year. Waka finished at 6-13, 406. He has one more year left on his contract. I'm not sure if we'll use him or not. We might ship him out. We might keep him as our 4 or 5 starter. Make that decision here in the offseason. Mitchell Parker, 10-7, 387 ERA, 1.4 WHIP. Got to get his hits down. Andrew Alvarez, 8-8, 385 with a 138. Got to get those walks down. He kind of got tired and slacked off at the end of the season. Roki, 14-9, 412 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. It's always the walks with him. Doesn't pitch a ton of innings because his stamina is so low. But good strikeouts number there, and I pitched really well with him, so you might see me pitching more with him. Cade Cavalli, in and out of the rotation and long relief. Had a subpar season for what we expected out of him. Bullpen, Jacob Webb pitched great. Casey pitched great. Granillo did really well. Weissert did well. Beeks did great. Kopech, his numbers don't look poor, but 11 losses. He just couldn't do it at the end. And we might have to find a replacement for him. Fairbanks did an excellent job, although he tried to blow that last game of the season. Ended up with 43 saves, sub-3 ERA, and very impressed, very happy with his performance. Probably have to assign him to a longer extension to get him back. And on the standings-wise, we finished 81-81, 1 game behind the Mets, 4 games behind the Braves, 12 games back. Scored more runs than we gave up. That's good. We got to cut the runs allowed down and boost those runs up. We need between 700-800 runs scored on the season. In the wild card race, we finished 6 games back of the Pirates as the Diamondbacks, Brewers, and Pirates make the playoffs. Team ranks on the batting side, we finished way down here, 20th in batting average. Runs scored, we were 20th. Hits, we should be right around 20 on that as well. 21st. Doubles came in way down here. 23rd. You can see the offense needs some work. Triples, we were 6th, mostly due to Lyle and Cruz. Home runs, we improved this year, but we're still down the list at 20th. RBI, again, way down here at 18th. Stolen bases, finished 6th. Cruz and Abrams leading the way. Walks, James Wood, our best walk guy there, but we were still 25th. Strikeouts, we had the 3rd fewest, so we're not striking out a ton. That's good. Slugging percentage, probably going to be down around 20. Surprisingly, we're 18th. Well, it's down by 20. On base, be the same thing. Should find us down here somewhere near 20, and we are 23rd. Total bases, triples, home runs, doubles. There we go. 20th. Again, our offense 20th out of 30, so we're in the bottom third, just barely in the bottom third. 4th fewest double plays grounded into, because we have some speed on this team. We were 1st in assists, so there we go. Defense getting the making the plays. Putouts, we were way down here. 22nd. Errors, I thought we were better than this on the error side, but apparently not. 26th in errors, so making too many errors. Fielding percentage, which means we're going to be down in fielding percentage as well, and that puts us at 26th. ERA, we were 4th though. Because of the errors, we didn't give up so many earned runs. Saves, we came in probably middle of the pack, 14th. Blown saves, we were 4th, so we didn't blow a lot of saves. Hits allowed, we were 5th. Runs allowed, 5th. Earned runs, 4th. Home runs, 3rd. Walks might be elevated here because we have some guys that like to walk batters. We're down at 21st. Strikeouts, don't have a ton of strikeout guys in the rotation just yet, as we are way down here. We're at the bottom, 29th. And so there we go. So let's finish off this regular season, see who wins the World Series, and look at the award winners. And the Cubs beat the Guardians, a rematch, and they get the win again. So the Cubs beat the Guardians in the World Series. And the World Series MVP, Miguel Amaya, hit .467 with 1 home run and 3 RBI. NLCS goes to Michael Bush, 417 with 4 and 10. American League is Bo Naylor. National League MVP Kyle Schwarber. Great season for him, especially hitting 296. Nick Kurtz over on the American League side beats out Adele because of the batting average, which he should. Cy Young goes to Yamamoto and Framber Valdez. Batting title to Will Smith and Vladdy Guerrero. He was hitting 380 at one point. Reliever Cole Sands, Cade Smith. Rookie Carson Benj and Kevin McGonigal. Hank Aaron goes to Kyle Tucker and Nick Kurtz. Gold gloves. We'll see if we got anybody here. And, yep, Jacob Young gets his second, at least his second. Let's scroll down and see how many he's got. Yep, second one in as many years. Silver Slugger, don't expect anybody here. Garcia finished second, distant second to Marte's 42 home runs. And, yeah, Wood didn't come close. So, there we go. All right, so that'll end the season 2 with the Cubs being world champs again. And we need to get into this team. We have some areas we need to improve. We need a top line number 1 or number 2 starting pitcher. We need to improve that. We need an absolute stud we can count on. We probably need more of a bat at third base. Send Wilkin down and let him grow a little more in the minor leagues. And we need to find a setup guy to replace Kopech. We can't be losing 11 games. If we win those 11 games or even half those games, now we're like 1 game out or we make the wild card as the third team. So just subtle improvements here or there, and we are definitely a playoff contender. But I want to find an impact bat for third and an impact starting pitcher. So we will get into that in the off-season episode. And we will blow through the off-season as quickly as possible, but make sure we show context and show you what we did and get us to spring training, because I have a feeling we're going to be trading away Dalen Lyle and maybe even Keibert Ruiz. And one of our young outfielders we drafted in the last 2 drafts is probably going to be playing either left field or DH, with Wood being the other position. And if it's McVay, that means he's going to be our leadoff guy, which will drop Abrams down in the order and let his power bat do more damage. So anyway, that'll be the next episode. So make sure you come back for that. We will show the off season. I'll show limited spring training, and that'll get us off into season 3 for 2028. So, hey, if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And I will see you very soon with the off season. We'll go over our team again, go over our depth chart, and see if we can get this team into the playoffs next year. You guys have a good one. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.